that Senior Superintendent Tracy and myself speak as much as we do.
I hope they made you aware that 5,200 rounds of ammunition is to be accounted for.
Actually, the report I have is that it was 4,000 rounds.
What?
The extra 1,200 is ours.
Okay.
Consider it payment for services rendered.
Sir, and we won't come under any kind of investigation for this.
Consider it a standing order. When something like this occurs, it's an understanding that a certain quantity of what we require is remitted to us. Speaking of which, that little altercation in the bush, did we do a sufficient sweep to ensure that we left no traces of spent shells or anything around the place?
Sir, I spent 2 hours sweeping the place, making sure that there was no evidence left.
Okay. And you didn't fire, right?
No, sir. I was covering the lead.
So how is Mr. Orlando Bloomfield after his brush with death?
He's nursing a flesh wound, and I took him to the agency doctor.
And it's looking like I have to take you back to the range. Don't look at me like that. That's not what I meant. Well, you know what I meant, don't you?
Sir, this is a very serious situation, you know. I had to use suppressive fire, or we wouldn't be having this conversation now.
If not even did identify Boss Vice. And because of the distance, we never realized it him either. And the next thing, if me did have a clear shot, maybe I take a shot too.
Oh, so you didn't fire?
That mean a 4 hours not spending in the bush for 2 spent shell. And only them that call bush lad.
But I remember about that.
So, didn't Vicious fire? Did you clean up those shells too? And where is that weapon?
It's so like 4 hours in the bush.
Sir, which is why I said I spent 2 hours sweeping the area, and the weapon was recovered by Whisper.
How are you able to differentiate whose shells were whose?
Sir, 4 spent shells were recovered. 3 from Vicious, 1 from mine. Unless you want to go and give another sweep.
Me? Remember, sir, on the computer, me sit down.
If he's boasting the truth.
Yes, ma'am. Seeing as how you are having fun with your co-workers, maybe you would like to let us know what progress you have made with this ring of scammers who are taking away women's businesses, one of whom I believe happens to be related to you. The women, not the scammer.
Well, so far, Bernard Whitmore, Marlon Swaby seems to be the lead in this ring. But there are 2 others that are deceased.
And you are certain that that is where it stops, or it could be just the beginning?
Sir, I think there's a much bigger ring, and it could be linked to Radcliffe Morgan.
You sure you know what you're saying to me?
Sir, I know, but Bull and Bizzle...
Who? Is a circus organization you deal with, or is a farmyard? Bull and Bizzle?
My mother's significant other, his alias name is Bull, and the other one is Bizzle.
So, let me just get this clear. Your mother, recently arrived, has gone and acquainted herself with somebody named Bull, who sell her a whole line of bull, who is acquainted with somebody named Bizzle. Bizzle? Who named Bizzle?
I know it sounds so.
Yeah! Like bullshit.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
if you check back the reports, when Radcliffe Morgan was active, Bull was his right hand man.
Oh, my apologies. But isn't that man an ex-police?
Yes. And now he has acquired 9 businesses where all of his partners are females.
And this is ranging from salon, restaurant, gas station.
And tour operators.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's why I'm calling Bull now. So tell me, what is your grand plan? You must have one, right?
Well, based on my research, it gets a little deeper. I get a niece who runs a restaurant that Bizzle took over. She is linked to Tony Esperanza.
What are you telling me? This thing now seems to be coming full circle.